Welcome back. We're talking the second ICC Africa Regional Arbitration Conference. The ICC, as the International Court of Arbitration, and the ICC Nigeria are organizing the second Regional Arbitration Conference that will take place in Lagos, Nigeria from the 14th to the 16th of May. That from Monday, right?
Monday.
Starts tomorrow.
From Sunday.
Tomorrow.
Ooh, okay. It's aimed at furthering and increasing efficiency and transparency of the ICC arbitration rules. Someone will ask me, ICC arbitration rules, what's that about? Okay, we'll find out. Well, to help us explain all of this, we have Olufunke Adekoya, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, who's the Vice President, ICC Court of Arbitration. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, it's my pleasure.
It's always a pleasure having you here. Olubunmi Oshuntuyi, Secretary General, Permanent Head, International Chamber of Commerce, Nigeria. Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning. Mrs. Adekoya, let me start with you. What is ICC arbitration?
ICC, first of all, is the International Chamber of Commerce, and it's a grouping of people who are interested in world trade all over the world. As part of the structure, the ICC has a court of arbitration. That court of arbitration has arbitration rules. Those arbitration rules are used worldwide by countries, individuals, corporates who engage in international trade. As time goes on, countries and individuals raise issues as to how those arbitration rules, how effective they are, the need for some changes, and then the ICC Court of Arbitration, of which I'm the Vice President, reviews those rules, takes into cognition comments that have come up, and then every now and then those rules are amended. So those rules have recently been amended. The 2017 ICC arbitration rules are now out, and they have taken note of various issues as to speed and efficiency, and contain a section on expedited rules for small claims. So that's what the ICC arbitration rules are.
Okay.
Mrs. Oshuntuyi, ICC International Court of Arbitration and ICC Nigeria. What's the connection? Are they different?
It's actually only one. It's not different because we have arbitrators in Nigeria. We have arbitrators all over the world. We have professionals who are representing Nigeria. Like we mentioned, Mrs. Adekoya is a vice president. We also have a representative in the court, the Nigerian representative in the court, and I need to emphasize that it's just a platform that enables more arbitrators even to project their professionalism all over the world. So we have people who network together, high network meetings and events in different locations all over the world. And for us in Nigeria, a program like this helps us to project our members as equally capable of competing with our colleagues in different countries of the world.
Are all arbitrators lawyers?
No.
Okay, so who can be an arbitrator?
Anybody.
Vice president?
Anybody can be an arbitrator. Anybody can be an arbitrator.
I don't need any prerequisite training?
You do not need any prerequisite training, but it is advisable that you do have the requisite training. So because there are rules and there are arbitration laws.
Okay.
And so engineers, accountants, surveyors, real estate professionals are the type of people you tend to see in the arbitration community. It does seem to be dominated by lawyers because arbitration is a dispute resolution mechanism. But 3 weeks ago, I appeared before a real estate surveyor who was the arbitrator in a dispute that affected my client. So you don't have to be a lawyer, but you have to understand the rules and the arbitration law.
Okay, now the government keeps talking about the ease of doing business, and understanding that we have this kind of rules will definitely give the investors coming in more confidence to come into the country. So this conference happening from the 14th to the 16th, what's the essence?
One, the essence is to focus on the fact that Nigeria as a country has competent arbitrators, has a strong arbitration community, is cognizant with the international rules. It's also an opportunity for the topics that are discussed to update both ourselves and people coming from other African countries, because it's not just for Nigerians, people coming from other African countries and European countries to discuss the latest developments in the arbitration world. And all this impacts directly upon the ease of doing business. Because when you know what the current rules are and the current trends are, you know how to draft your agreements to take those things into consideration.
Would it also cover the bit where, I mean, sometimes the government of Nigeria has been accused of not following through with the agreements they've made and all of it? Would this conference also address that bit?
Only to the extent that arbitration is a dispute resolution mechanism that we advise both governments and private parties to put into their agreements. And it is favored especially by foreign investors doing business with government, because as is normal, a foreigner doesn't want to go into the courts of a country he's not very familiar with. As if we are investing in Europe, we may also not want to go into the courts in Europe. We'd also want to prefer arbitration. So to that extent, it supports and gives that knowledge in terms of if you're coming into this country, these are the opportunities that are available, these are the dispute mechanisms that are available, and we're up to date and current.
Okay. Is this the first time that this conference is taking place in Nigeria?
No, it is the second time.
Second, okay. What did Nigeria benefit from the first one? And what's it going to benefit this time?
Okay. The first one, which took place last year, and we had over 500 participants from different countries all over the world attended. And the feedback from that conference was that it now gave them opportunity to know that there's a platform like the ICC for them to draft their agreement and incorporate the ICC clause in their agreement and the processes. They found out that the ICC processes, they come very easy, and the awards that they get, they can be assured that the award will scale to, there is no need for them to worry about the process. So for that, we are happy that a lot of people that attended were able to add to their skills, and they were able to get the necessary network to further improve on their professionalism, because this is not just a one-off conference, it's a conference that holds in different regions all over the world. And for us to have successfully helped the one for last year, we feel that this one will be another platform for more people. The key thing is that we are creating a key, big, huge international network for our members and for all the participants. Aside from that, we're using this segment of the conference, which young people, we call them the Young Arbitrators Forum. Young arbitrators are those who are under 40 years and they are practitioners in this field. We have specific training targeted at them in the course of this conference. And we think, and we have created a platform for quite a number of them to participate in terms of providing discount, in terms of even having sponsored delegates, and so on like that. And so a lot of people, we have simultaneous sessions that would benefit the young arbitrators. So young arbitrators should look out. Existing senior arbitrators would also benefit.
Okay.
So it's
Is
basically
there any way
exchange and fantastic networking.
Is there any way that this, for instance, markets Nigeria to the rest of